This, my friends, is by far the most popular opening position in all of chess. In today's video, I will be teaching you an opening known as the PONZIANI, which begins with c3. So, let's begin. Hey guys, welcome to IQchess. Hope you're having a fantastic day and thank you so much for clicking on this video. So, we just played the move of c3, and so what's going on here? We are taking away the natural developing square of the knight, but we are preparing the move of d4, taking over the center right away. This opening, although it's not seen very frequently in the highest of levels, is extremely good and it's filled with so many tricks and traps. So if you study all of them properly, you will be trapping people left and right. So it's particularly good for beginners. So yeah, here black basically has only two moves, d5 and knight to f6. Anything else is objectively bad and we will take over the initiative very soon. So first we will study the move of knight to f6, known as the Yanish counterattack. Here we play the move of d4, taking the center, and this is sort of like a pawn gambit. We are giving away the pawn on the e4 square. So what if black just takes? If black takes, we will play the move of d5, attacking the knight. Coming to d5, sorry, coming to d4 or b4 is obviously dumb. Going to b5 would be a trap of knight because after the move of b4, the knight is trapped. Going to b8 is brain dead, so the only logical move is to go back to the e7 square. Here we play knight takes on e5 and we end up in this really funny looking position with these three knights having a standalone contest. Here, already we encounter our first trap for which more than 30,000 people have fallen. And that begins with the move of d6. That looks like such a natural move, right? It's a really natural move, just simply challenging our knight in the center of the board. However, here we will play the move of bishop to b5 check. Blocking with the bishop would result in the loss of a queen because after bishop takes and knight takes, there is a queen. So here black has to play the move of c6 and we play d takes on c6. If b takes c6, we have knight takes c6 attacking the queen and the knight. And when knight takes, we can play bishop takes c6 check and it's a triple fork. And after the bishop blocks, we win this knight too. Coming back a couple of moves. Here black can try playing the move of queen to b6, threatening a checkmate here. So here the simplest solution is to just bring our knight back to d4 square. That's a check. If black blocks, simply trade the pieces and castle and we are good to go. So let's come back a bit. Another choice for black would be in this position. Instead of taking our pawn, black can choose to take our knight. And this is one of the most fascinating variations in all of chess because here we play the move of c takes on b7. There's a discovered check on the king and we attack the rook. And after black blocks with the bishop, we sacrifice the queen in glorious fashion. And after queen takes, we get a new queen on the board. This queen is pinned, so knight c6 is the only move. We can play queen takes c6, c8. This queen is still pinned. King has to move forward, takes, and king to f6. At this point, I need not explain. It's completely winning for you. We're just crushing here. So yeah, let's come back to, one second, excuse me, to this position. Yeah. So d6 is objectively bad because it lets us play the move of bishop to b5. So what else should black do? In this position, the best move for black would be anything like c6 or knight to g6. If knight to g6 is played, here we can play the move of queen to e2. Taking this knight is an option, however, it's dangerous for us in long term because black can take the h pawn and open the h5. So I like the move of queen to e2 here, putting pressure here. And if black takes us simply, we can just take back and black will usually play the move of queen to c7, queen to e7 in this position, and we can play bishop to e2 and just simply try to castle. Another choice for you is a really tricky move called which goes bishop to d3, and that's a trap here, which basically relies on black taking our pawn, but we sacrifice our queen, and after pawn takes on knight takes on d1, we have check, king moves up, check, king slides away, check, king comes forward, and knight to a3 with b4 mate on the way. This queen is hanging, and this mate on the way. So yeah, this is a hope chess. If you catch someone, it's great. However, I don't personally enjoy playing this variation. Now, another choice in this position would be the move of c6. And here I just recommend playing bishop to c4, developing our bishop. And if black takes, we can take back with the bishop. Although it is equal more or less after black takes and we take back, black just usually saves the knight by going back or queen to e7 is played. The reason why I am not too fond of this variation for black is because black has an isolated queen pawn. That's a queen pawn with no c or e pawns. It is not bad, however, it's tricky to play around with. So in endgame, you will have some advantage. So we will go back all the way and we will see at this position. That was all about knight takes on e5. Another choice for black would be the move of e takes on d4. Now here we'll play the move of e5, pushing the pawn forward, and black has a plethora of moves. Knight can come to d5, knight can come to e4, and knight can come to g4. All of three are good. And usually our game plan is pawn takes, put the bishop on c4, try to expand in center with the move something like d5, castle, bring a rook here, does the knight. Queen to b3 is a good move in all these variations, putting pressure on the f7 square, and we play on. So let's come back here. That is all about this variation. Also, one last thing is if black just plays passive chess by defending with d6, I simple d5, black has to go back, and here I like the move of bishop to g5, simply try to take the knight. If black plays c6 and gives the knight up, it's great for us. After f takes, this is a horrible pawn structure for black to be with. So yeah, this is good for us. However, black can also take the pawn over here. So, yeah, take the pawn over here and try to find the winning move here for white. Yeah, it is the move of queen to a4, and that's a simple fork, and we win a knight. So yeah, we are winning. Hooray! Let's go back. That's all about the Yanish with the move of knight to f6. Here, one more move we have to look at is the move of d5, and here we have to play the move of queen to a4. You must remember this. The whole point is you are developing the queen to the diagonal, pinning the knight, and also defending our pawn like this. The whole point is if black takes us, we play the move of knight takes on e5, threatening the knight. Now, if knight f6 something natural, we can build up more pressure with bishop to c4. We can just castle very soon, and we will slowly and surely move black down to 10. Coming back, the best thing to do for black is the absurd move of f6, which is the main line. Will you face it? Probably not, unless you are like some 1700 watching this video, then you might face this. I personally face it very infrequently, more than 90% of my opponents here. Simply play the move of bishop to d7 or just take this pawn and mess up. So yeah, that was the overall review of the Ponziani opening. Give it a try and let me know how you felt about this opening in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you enjoyed the video so far, I hope you like other content of mine too. So check out my channel and subscribe to it if you feel it's worth it. Share the video with your beginner friends for their chess improvement. I will see you guys soon. Till then, keep living on 64 squares and beyond. Thank you so much.